Hi guys, welcome to our first virtual art class. I guess at least this quarter. So we are going to be making elf feet, and you're probably looking at this like, hey, this looks familiar. And that's because we did a similar project with witches' feet last year. So we're gonna switch it up, focus on the theme of Christmas. So whenever we're doing a theme, we want to add as many things as we can so people get the idea that, hey, this is an elf. And we're not making a full elf because sometimes it's overwhelming to draw a whole person. We get fixated on like the proportions and things not looking right. This way it's just simple, less areas to really criticize ourselves on, so we can focus on our task. So we're actually going to be starting with the shoes this time, and I'll kind of explain that as I go. Depending on how high up you want your boots is how high you should start on your piece of paper. Start somewhere in the middle, where your two lines don't go too far out, because we're going to need some room for them to go up. And we want them similar size. Anything we do, we want the lines to look alike and be centered on the page. Like right now, I can kind of tell I have more room on this side than the other, so maybe I'll move it over a little bit. Just some things that we do as we work. We kind of try to problem solve, look ahead, and I can see that coming a mile ahead because, you know, I've done this project a million times before. So whenever we do something more than once, we learn from our mistakes, and that's the awesome part about art, is that we kind of have to use our critical thinking. So my boots are pretty low to the ground, but I think I can squeeze them in. We're going to end them off this way here. And you're looking at it and you're like, well, Miss Fowler, you know, elves don't really wear these boots. And I'm going to say, well, they could, and you could leave them looking like this, but you're right, we should probably make them pointy. The main concern or problem that came up when I was asking you guys feedback about the witch's feet is that you're like, they were way too hard to draw, like the shoes. And so I'm trying to think of a better way to like teach you guys. So we're gonna start with these boots, and then we're gonna add the pointiness. So we're gonna see. I think that might help you guys out. And then we're gonna erase it. So it seems like an extra unnecessary step. So you can draw the shoes however you want. They don't have to look like this. You can totally make them whatever shape, whatever style you would like. I'm gonna keep them like this. We can add, you know, so a bell to our shoes, maybe a star. Oops, kind of messed up my start, but that's all right. And I made mine a girl elf. If you're a boy elf, you're gonna have different steps. Well, really, you're gonna only have one. You're gonna start the same way for a dress or for shorts. We don't want our shorts or dress to be too narrow on the paper, and we also don't want it to come down too far. So we don't want it to be like here, because it won't be fitting for the shoes we have below, and we don't want it to come down too much because we want room for the crazy Christmas socks that we get to design later on. I'm going to just add a straight line here. Be creative if you have a dress, especially. This is the time you want to do like a wavy line or a zigzag line instead of just that plain straight line. I'm gonna make the legs going into the socks. And this is the point where I'm going to change it from a dress to a pair of shorts. Erase that line there. Voila. And from here, you customize it and make it your own elf. You know, you don't even have to do the stars. You can be whatever you want. And have fun with it. You guys come up with better ideas than I do most of the time, so I know you're going to rock this project. Think of patterns you can do for the socks. That'd be nice to see. Whatever you do, make sure that you are coloring in all the way, that you're not leaving spaces blank, that you're coloring in the lines using your craftsmanship skills, and that you go over your pencil lines in Sharpie or whatever you have at home, whatever you have permission to use at home. Maybe it was just a color pencil, like a black color pencil, and yeah, and maybe add some fluffiness to it. You know, after all, the elf is wearing shorts in the North Pole, so you probably need some of this fluff, I would think. And then I can add a design onto my shorts. That can be anything. I'm probably putting snowflakes on mine. So I'm just kind of doing a simplified drawing of snowflakes. Okay. And you take your time with this. Take as much time as you would like. We're gonna upload our drawings to Padlet, so take a picture of this, upload it on there, and you can let me know if you have any questions. Okay, I hope you guys had fun. I know they're gonna turn out fantastic, and I hope you enjoy your break. I'll see you after that. Bye.